Louisiana beer reviews. Crown Valley's Gunslinger Double India Pale Ale, 9% alcohol. The website says 8.3%, but that must be a misprint, or they changed it. 93 international bitterness units. The malts are Pilsner, Crystal 10, Crystal 80, Carapils, Pale, CBU, and Golden Light. The hops are Zeus, Centennial, Falconer's Flight, and Citra. Gets a good score on Beer Advocate. Bros haven't looked at it. 81 out of 100 on Rate Beer and a 32 out of 100 for the style. Brewed in Missouri. Bought this at Acuista Paces. Now, until about a year and a half ago, we never saw Crown Valley, but it started appearing in our area, and these beers are really great. I thought their pumpkin beers were the best I'd ever had. Talking about, I've been showing artifacts. Here's one that is old. My grandpa gave this to me, and you could see, or you should be able to see, it says Henry Clay. It's an old ribbon, and it was silk, and I touched the corner of it one time. I took the glass off and it just powderized, pulverized, so that was very stupid of me. The bottom is torn off, so it's deteriorated very badly. It shows his face, shows a riverboat, a ship sailing, some kind of mechanical device, and it says his country's friend in the hour of danger. Pride of America, the champion of her liberties, poor man's friend, and then the rest is cut off. That makes sense that it shows those different things, because Henry Clay from Kentucky was the man who invented the American system. His idea that there would be a lot of internal improvements, highways, roads, bridges, canals, railroads, and it would tie all the regions together, north and south, and then the west. He was from Kentucky, so he didn't want to see any kind of animosity between the two sides, north and south. And of course that didn't work out, but his early ideas helped spawn what today we would call the Republican Party. Okay, I don't know how old that ribbon is. It could be when he ran for president in 1844, but it might have just been a memorial ribbon when he died in 1852. I'm not sure, but it's at least from 1852. Now, is it worth any money? I don't know, because it's not in particularly good shape. But it's something to have. And also he promoted high tariffs, protective tariffs, so that people would buy American products, or be forced to, and industry would develop here. Instead of people buying foreign products. Neither party today supports high tariffs. That was one of the main differences until the 1930s, late 30s, that that the Democrats wanted low tariffs and the Republicans wanted high tariffs. But now the Republican Party is also in favor of low tariffs and trade around, more trade around the world. Okay, but anyway, it's not a history lesson. Thick, off-white head, and a pretty clear, it's hazy because of the chill haze, but it's pretty clear orange, typical IPA looking thing, bubbly. 9% alcohol, that's going to be tough. But I have a feeling like the rest is going to be pretty mellow. That is very barley malt oriented. This is weird because I'm not picking up, like usually with these double IPAs, 93 IBUs, you're going to just pick up that hop oil and that strong citrus thing. Not with this. I'm picking up the total opposite. And it's like a light, pale barley malt. Well, it's a pale ale. Look how that head is crackling a little bit. Head is breaking up into like a sponge formation. So it smells very biscuity, and there's some kind of weird zing to it, almost like a soap, but I know that can't be right. But no hop oil, that is very strange. Let's go with the flavor. Another oddity. This thing is sweet. It's biscuity. It's white bread, and with IPAs you usually get that white bread thing going. There is hop bitterness, certainly, and it's noticeable. It's not really citrus, and it's not really piney. It's like floral. It's like flowers, like what's behind me. Nectar, almost. But I would never dream it's 93 international bitterness units. I mean, it is not that bitter. So this has to be the most balanced double IPA I've ever tried. But there is a major amount of stuff caked at the bottom. And the bottle could be old, but I'm suspecting, and I don't see a date, I'm suspecting it's not old because we haven't been getting these very long. I don't see any kind of date. There could be a date. Sometimes it's like they're trying to hide the date, so it's almost not even worth looking for. It sure doesn't smell old. Well, that is Foam City, so Foam City, Foam City. Strangest smelling beer. Maybe a little citrus is coming out now, maybe. The mouthfeel is surprisingly light. And the finish is dry, mostly. It's sweet, and it's refreshing and easy drink. And you would never dream, if you just tasted this blind, that it was 9%, first of all. And I don't think you'd ever imagine that the beer could be 93 international bitterness units. So this is impressive, and it's deceptive, because you could drink one and you're going to really feel it, right? 9%. You drink two and you're going to be crawling around trying to figure out what's going on. So I see a code, but it's just a bunch of numbers, and it really makes no sense to me. So aside from the little date issue, which Greg's Beer Reviews is always harping on, and I can't argue with him, oh, it did cloud up. Look at that. It clouded up quite a bit. Let's check for any differences. And that strange aroma. Not the greatest aroma, but it's not bad, but it's just so peculiar. Well, it's a delightful beer. I'm going to have to give it an A- though, because it just doesn't seem to be like it says. It doesn't seem to be 9%, doesn't seem to be super hoppy. I mean, when people drink a DIPA, they want hops, hops, hops. But with this one, you get hops, hops, hops. So, but it is delightful nonetheless, and it's an A-, excellent to an extent. And I'm going to end this review by saying, y'all come on down to southeastern Louisiana.